Be sure to subscribe for more content.
What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome to the BigBC Finance Channel, and I hope you're having a very lovely day. So in this video, it's a really exciting one. We're talking all about Pepe. We're talking about exactly what has happened over the past few hours for Pepe, as well as where we think the price is going to go to over the next few hours, the next few days. So coming up with a price prediction here for Pepe. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that. Of course, quite a lot to talk about, so I won't blabber on too much. We'll get straight into this video, and first and foremost, let's just talk about what we are seeing here right now. So at this very present point in time, we've seen Pepe do a monstrous pump here, the biggest one we've seen since the start of May when they got listed on all the exchanges. There, a huge 70% in just the space of a few hours. Of course, I made a video here on Pepe just a few days ago, and it was at around this area, literally just passing the 10 cents mark. So if you had bought at the point when I made that last video, you'd be up 53% at that high there. So congrats if you did manage to catch this pump. Of course, the reason for this pump was because we did break this down trend line. In my last video, I drew a trend line that kind of looked a little bit like this. It connected all the highs, as you can see there from Pepe. So basically joining all the high points of the price. So these two, for example, we have two more in this region. And so, of course, this was quite a strong resistance here on Pepe. And of course, when we do see these resistances broken, we tend to see a big price move up. And of course, that is exactly what happened in the case of Pepe. We saw an increase in volume as well. It tells us that this pump was substantiated. And of course, in addition to that as well, we had this big resistance here on Pepe. Very scary resistance here at around the 8 cents mark. And of course, if Pepe had lost that level, we would have seen the price go a lot further, but thankfully it didn't. So for everyone holding Pepe, you can breathe a sigh of relief. And so now we're sitting at nearly 15 cents. So where do we think the price of Pepe can go to in the shorter term? So of course, just looking at this straight away, we do have this triangle here, this chart pattern that tells us that if we're going to see this triangle complete, we should see a price target, in my opinion, of this. And of course, it is just the first test of support and the first test of resistance, which is up over here and down here. We just dragged this measuring tool to where we saw the breakout. We saw the breakout over here. So in actuality, the price prediction should be close to 19 cents here on Pepe. I think this one makes the most sense in my opinion, because as well, this price target matches with the high way over here. So basically, this is a perfect place to have a take profit level if you are holding Pepe right now. Now, of course, right now, if you bought in and it did hit that price target, you'd be looking at an upside of 25%. But right now, I do believe we're sitting at some sort of resistance. This area here has got quite a bit of resistance. So I'm going to draw a massive horizontal line there. If Pepe can break past its previous high, which is at 15.5 cents, I know it's got a bunch of zeros beforehand. I'm just going to call it 15.5 cents for simplicity. If we can break past 15.5 cents, then we can probably reach that price target there at 19 cents. But we have a wall here on Pepe at the moment. And the levels that I'm really watching for, and the levels that I'm watching to get even higher past 15.5 cents, all the way to 19 cents, and possibly beyond to 23 cents, are these Fibonacci levels. So I'm going to draw them across. I draw these fib levels every single time we see a big pump like this. And of course, you can see that the price came up in the first instance here. It stood at around the 0.236 fib, got up to about 7.86, went back down to 0.618, and finally hit that one there. And of course, as you can see, really has respected the Fibonacci levels. So first and foremost, I'm watching what the price action does. Basically, if we lose a level, then we're going to see. So basically, how we interpret this, if we do see the price go down, for example, we'd expect 0.786 to be some sort of support. If we lose that, then we could go down to 6.18. And these are good areas, you know, to be entering and exiting positions. So this is why I have the Fibonacci levels drawn up. Of course, the other thing that I noticed as well here on Pepe is that we could be forming, if I just zoom in a little bit more, you see it a little bit clearer, we could be forming some sort of triangle that looks like this. Now, this is something that is in the making at the moment. There isn't too many tests of that resistance, just two, so it's not a very reliable one at the moment. But you know, we're just forward forecasting here, and of course, if we do have a structure that looks like this could be some sort of triangle, and we could see a breakout of this triangle. And if it is to be respected, then we could see a 17% pump in the upwards direction, or if we break down below that triangle, in the downwards direction. Now, of course, every time we see a large pump like this and we see some consolidation like this, we really do want to be watching out for those breakouts. So if you do have trading view, make sure you have these annotations on your screen and watch for how the price reacts to these trend lines that you've drawn on this price action here on Pepe. So at the moment, if this triangle is to be respected, we would see a breakout, and we do see some sort of breakout. We could expect the prices to head past our 15.5 cents level that I said was crucial, all the way to around 17.5 cents. Of course, if we're able to get there, then we're probably able to get to the 19 cents as well to fulfill that triangle previously said. With all triangles, we could also see a breakdown to the downside, and if we do see that happen, we'd expect to see a price of around 12 cents. So just beware of that as well. Very, very finally, some other levels that I'm looking at here as well. If we're able to go past 19 cents, the next level for me is around the 23 cents mark. However, if we do continue to fall outside those Fibonacci levels, I do expect to find some good resistance around this level here. So of course, just outside the Fibonacci levels as well, if we do retrace a little bit, we do go down just a little bit, then I do expect to find some good resistance at around the 13 cents level, around this level here. So if prices head down, we'd expect to find some good support, at this level. If we continue to go down, then the next support is 11.5 cents ish, and then if we continue to fall down below 11.5 cents, and we've basically retraced this pump that we've had here. But I do not think that is too likely. Of course, we're looking at the overall market here on the side. Most of the coins are relatively up. Bitcoin's obviously leading, and at the moment Bitcoin is doing a monster rally as well. So a lot of coins are just following what Bitcoin is doing, and it's good to keep your eye on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin suddenly dumps, so if we see something like this where it starts retracing back down like this, then Pepe will probably do something like that as well. And it generally tends to happen with a little bit of a lag as well. So if Bitcoin starts to head down quite quickly, if we lose 30,000, 29,000, then it's a good idea to be taking profits on Pepe, because the bias on the whole market in general is going to be bearish. However, if we see Bitcoin continue to pump, if it goes past 31,000, 32,000, then we should expect a bullish bias on the markets, and we could reasonably expect Pepe to continue heading upwards towards that 19 cents region. So that is pretty much all I have to say in this video. As a summary, the price targets that I'm watching for are 19 cents as the main upside here for Pepe. However, I'm also looking at some levels such as the 13 cents level, which sits at near the 0.618 fib. I'm watching this triangle that's forming on the 1 hour charts here on Pepe and seeing how the price reacts to that. And of course, finally, I'll keep you guys up to date if I do see anything else as well. I'll be sure to make some new videos on here if some more information comes out. But otherwise, that is all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.